thank you so much for tuning in. This week, we're going to talk about the cabins aboard the Celebrity Xcel and how to pick the right cabin for your budget and your needs. Something to keep in mind when we're talking about cabins is that each meta, which would be your insides, ocean views, balcony or veranda, suites, etc., also have multiple category types within it. So there's, 3 to 4 different cabin types within and inside. So we're going to talk about them in a more general sense rather than getting into the, exact cabin type. But just keep in mind that there are multiples. Some, especially when we get into the verandas, some of your lower category verandas do have obstruction, whereas your higher categories won't. And we'll talk about that more when we get into the veranda part of this video. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. First up, we're going to talk about inside cabins. Now, these cabins are on the inside of the ship, meaning they don't have windows, they don't have balconies. If you are someone that needs it to be completely dark in order to sleep, these are the cabins for you. And they're also great if you like a good afternoon nap. If after spending some time in the sun, drinking a few margaritas, you want to take a nice nap, inside cabins are prime napping locations. They are also typically the most budget friendly. We have a lot of guests who tell us that they prefer an inside cabin because it means they get to cruise more. So there's, cabins for every type of person. These cabins typically on this ship range from about 180 square feet to 200 square feet. So they are in line with some of the other cabin types that we'll talk about in just a couple of minutes. I personally have sailed in almost every cabin type and I love a good inside, especially, like I said, if you're a napper, if the sun takes a lot out of you, like it does out of me, inside cabins are great. Next up, we have Oceanview staterooms. And again, remember, there are different types of Oceanview staterooms. We're just going to talk generally. These staterooms have a window in them. So it's similar in size to the insides. They're around 200 square feet. The windows can be anything from a porthole window to like a full window. Varies by ship. It varies by cabin category. These cabins are wonderful if you want to see the outside or but you don't necessarily want a balcony cabin to go out there. A lot of people that are traveling with young children also love a good ocean view room because you're not worried about if the child goes out onto the balcony. So that's always something to consider as well. They are more budget friendly than a veranda. Usually, everything I say in terms of pricing is always going to vary based on what's available because pricing does change. But they're a great stateroom if you want to be able to see the outside but don't necessarily want to go sit out on a balcony and have a little bit more of a budget conscious stateroom. Next up, we have the veranda staterooms. Now, these are the most popular across just about every cruise line that we sell. They allow you to sit out on your private balcony and enjoy the ocean. One of my favorite things to do at night and morning, really all day, every day, if I'm being honest, is sit out on my balcony and read a good book or 7. And it's really one of my favorite places to be on board a ship, especially if you're on a longer voyage with a lot of sea days. Balconies are fantastic. On Celebrity, a balcony cabin is called a veranda, and they actually revolutionized something completely new with the launch of the AquaClass, which is the Infinite Veranda. You will find these on other cruise lines now, but what this basically means is that your veranda is a part of your cabin. So on a normal veranda stateroom, you would have your room, and then you would have doors that open to the outside, usually a sliding door that would take you outside onto your veranda. You could close that door, sit out there and enjoy the ocean air. With the Infinite Verandas, you have those chairs inside what seems to be your cabin, and there's a giant window on the wall with buttons that you can put down the top half. You can close off that veranda section from the rest of your room with the sliders that are there, but it really allows you to have a little bit more space. If you're an overpacker, this is fantastic because that extra 42 square feet does make a difference. These cabins are also around 200 square feet for a standard veranda room. And again, some might have obstruction like I talked about a little bit earlier. So as you're on the lower category veranda, sometimes you have a slight obstruction. That can be anything from the lifeboats that are on the lower decks, or it could be, another part of the ship or a part of the magic carpet that you can see in our ship tour video that we posted last week. And as you get to those higher cabin categories within the veranda category, you don't typically have an obstruction. But They are fantastic. The Infinite Verandas are especially amazing in places like Alaska or on a transatlantic where you have that really cool breeze coming in. It can be fantastic to sit in your room or in the chairs on your what would be your veranda, but it's part of your room, and really enjoy that fresh ocean air. Next up, we have our Concierge Class. Now, the Concierge Class is very similar to the verandas. The staterooms are almost identical. They just have a little bit elevated of a touch, and you get access to the concierge desk. The concierge desk is just like guest services, but it's exclusive to guests in a concierge or above. They can assist you with things like making dinner reservations, booking shore excursions, or anything else you need assistance with on board. These rooms, again, are almost identical to your standard veranda. You just get that extra level of service with them. With this type of room, you do also get an enhanced room service breakfast menu. You get that personalized concierge service. You get an exclusive destination seminar once on board, as well as complimentary shoe shining services. You do have an exclusive concierge class lunch in a concierge class as well, and some additional amenities, including daily little hors d'oeuvres delivered to your stateroom. Pillow selection is available upon request. Some ships and some itineraries offer umbrellas and binoculars as well as some additional goodies. Definitely ask your travel specialist if a concierge class stateroom is something you are interested in. Next up, we have our AquaClass staterooms. Now, these are just like your verandas and your concierge, but you do get exclusive access to blue dining, which is very, very popular, and it's part of the reason why AquaClass staterooms do sell out very quickly. Blue dining is more of a healthy dining option usually, but they have some incredible eats, some of the best steaks I've ever had on a cruise ship. And they're really just a fantastic option for those that are looking for a lighter or healthier options. You do also get access to the sea thermal suite in the spa with your AquaClass stateroom. So great for somebody that's looking for those little extra touches for their vacation. And last but most certainly not least, the last options we have are the suites. Now, suites range anywhere from a sky suite that's coming in around 300 square feet up to your iconic suite, which is almost 1,900 square feet, plus a massive balcony. So these rooms are really for people that are looking to experience luxury on board a Celebrity ship. These rooms are breathtaking. They are some of my favorite rooms. I've had the pleasure of sailing in one before, and man, oh man, let me tell you, it's hard to go back to a normal room after that. They have some of your higher classes do have butler service. They have additional amenities based on which type of suite you're booking. They are truly a luxury experience on board Celebrity, especially when you get to the Xcel, that is already just a breathtaking ship. With the various types of suites, there are obviously different price points, and there are also not very many of these top suites on board. So if you're someone who is looking for an iconic suite or really any of these higher class suites, you definitely want to make sure you're booking your trip as early as possible. You will not often see these types of rooms on last minute voyages. So if you want to experience, a Celebrity suite, a royal suite, an Edge Villa, a penthouse suite, or the iconic suite, you definitely want to make sure you're booking your cruise as early as possible. So whatever type of cabin you're looking for, there will be something that fits your needs on the Celebrity Xcel. The rooms are some of the most beautiful I've seen on board Celebrity or really any ships. If you are looking to sail with a family or you're looking for connecting rooms or anything like that, our team of travel specialists can most certainly help you find the exact cabin that fits your needs, your budget, your style, and everything else. So thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, we have a very special guest joining us from Celebrity to talk about what they have going on, what they have currently in the works, maybe we'll get some secrets on what they have to come, and we're really excited. So be sure to tune in next Thursday, and thank you so much for watching this video.